Good afternoon, Nicole. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. So, what brings you in today?
Well, I wanted to come in today because I'm having a really hard time adjusting to college.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a freshman this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm having a hard time, I think, because I started college with my twin sister,
Mm-hmm.
and we were going to do everything together. But now, we're a month into college, and she's kind of abandoning me, I feel like.
Okay. So, when you say abandoning you, what do you mean by that?
She's like leaving me in our dorm room to go hang out with her friends and not inviting me, and kind of leaving me to my own devices.
Oh, okay. So, with you both transitioning to college now, and with her, hanging out with her own friends, I get the feeling that I can sense that you're feeling kind of left out.
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely.
okay.
Yeah, like we used to do everything together. We're twins. We were like attached at the hip. And now that we're in college, she wants to do
Mhm.
her own thing, but I want to keep doing our own thing together.
Okay, so I can see why that would be, um, I can understand why that would be an issue for you. You guys have been together forever, and with this new change and this new shift with what's going on in college, I can see that that's concerning you.
Yeah. And now it's like I don't know what to do, cause I thought we were gonna do stuff together, and now I'm stuck doing stuff either by myself or just not doing it at all. I don't like that feeling.
Okay, well, describe to me some more of that feeling.
Um, just loneliness,
Okay.
and I guess back to that feeling of feeling abandoned by my sister.
Okay, so with this feeling of abandonment from your sister and this lonely feeling that you're getting from her, I can sense that that's affecting where you are right now. And I can tell that that's something that you don't like. You don't like feeling abandoned. You don't like this lonely feeling, and you're missing that connection with your sister. I can tell that your sister really means a lot to you.
Yeah, she does. I mean, she's kind of been the closest person to me and kind of my only family. Like, 'cause, we have our dad, but our mom left when we were really little, and I haven't seen her since. So having my sister has been really important to me.
Okay. I could see how now with her going, her own ways, concerning you, I can see that. So you said that your mom left when you were younger and you and your sister were it was you, your twin sister, and your dad. Tell me some more about that foundation there. Tell me some more about that home situation with you and your dad.
My dad's a really good dad,
Okay.
but he's really disorganized, and he kind of just does his own thing. And when our mom left, he kind of went into his own shell, and so it was really up to my sister and I to kind of get us through life, pretty much.
Okay, so I can see this connection with you and your sister, how that built through time. You guys spent a lot of time working on that.
Yeah, pretty much our whole lives.
So you said that your dad is disorganized and he does his own thing. So I can see how that brought you and your sister closer together because you guys had to look out for each other. Am I right?
Right, because he loves us, but he just didn't know what to do with two girls. At such a young age, because we were really little when our mom left, and that really, I think, kind of made his own world spiral down, and I don't think he knew how to handle everything.
Oh, wow. So with that going on and with the connection that you made with your sister, so now you guys are in college, your first semester in college, this is a new, this is new grounds for the both of you. And, with how your mom left, do you think that the feelings that you had even with when your mom left, that some of those feelings are, coming up now that your sister is going out doing her own thing?
I guess, I don't really like to think about my mom a lot just because it really hurts.
Okay.
But I guess I can, talking to you now, I guess maybe I could see that.
Okay. Well, let's go back to your sister. So how often do you see her? So I know you said that she's doing her own thing, but do you get to spend any time with her, anything lately?
Not we were gonna live together when we got to college, but then like last minute she told me that she had gotten a different roommate. So I'm stuck with this really random person who I'm not really sure I really like her yet.
Okay.
She's just different and she's not my sister, you know?
Got it.
So now like it feels like the more we get into college, the less I see of my sister.
Okay. So when you say different, because I hear you keep saying, oh, she's different. She's different. What do you mean by that?
I guess thinking about it, she's just, you know, she's not Cass. She's not my sister.
Got it.
So,
okay,
that's what I mean.
Okay, so it's because you've built that bond and that relationship with your sister, and that unity, that oneness, that family unit that you have with your sister is something that you truly value, and now you feel like it's being threatened. Am I right?
Oh, definitely. It's like on the brink of extinction almost. I feel like everything I've known up until this point is like in complete turmoil.
Okay, so you're using a lot of descriptive words here. So when you say extinction, explain to me where you're at with that.
I guess lately it's just felt like, you know, the relationship we had is like gone. And now I don't know if it's just changing into something different or if we're just not gonna be as close as we used to be. Cause like I know we're both, you know, adults now and we're in college and I guess we kind of need to do our own thing, but for so long we did the same thing together and I don't know how to move forward.
I got it. So I see that you value stability and you like for there to be a consistency and a pattern, right? So I can see where because she's doing her own thing that's shaking up, you know, the stability that you had, right? And it's discomforting to you.
Yeah. It makes me feel really sad. I mean, I don't know. It like I said before, it really just reminds me of when our mom left. And I don't like feeling like that. And I've tried talking to her about it, but she like brushes me off every time I try to talk to her about it. Cause you know she just kind of brushes it off and says, oh, you know, we're adults now. You know, I want to do my own thing. And I guess I can kind of understand, but at the same time, I don't know where that leaves me. Cause I don't feel the same way she does. I just want things to stay the same.
Okay. So I can even sense right now that you're feeling a little lost, you know, in this transition where your sister is going her way and you're feeling kind of lost because that stability and that consistency that was there is not there no more. Am I right? So I can really sense that, you know, you don't like feeling lost.
No. Because I guess, you know, it does go back to my, you know, my mom and everything that I'm trying to forget, like in our past. Like before we got to college, things were really good. Like we had really built up, you know, I think a good family. It was just the three of us. And yeah, being at college means things are different, but I didn't realize it was going to be this different. And it's just been really surprising, and I just wish my sister would be there more for me, I guess.
Okay. So you, and tell me if I'm wrong, so you want to strengthen the emotional connection between you and your sister to kind of get it back to where it was?
Yeah, I want things to go back to the way they were, but she doesn't. And so I don't know how to move forward with my life because I want her in my life, but she doesn't want as strong as, I guess, or I don't even know, like, interaction. Like, you know, seeing each other every day. I don't know if she wants that anymore. I guess she wants things to go differently in her life than I thought we would have them going in our lives together.
Okay. So, if I could, have you spoken to your sister about how you feel?
Yeah, I've tried before.
Okay.
And like I said, she just kind of brushes it off. And I don't feel like she ever tries to see things the way I see them. She never tries to like walk in my shoes, I guess, like that saying. And she just, I feel like sometimes she acts really selfish and just does what she wants to do. And I don't think she ever really cares about what I want or how I feel. And I've tried telling her that before, but she doesn't listen. And yeah, still feel really lost. But I don't know.
I can see that you're chuckling when you say that she doesn't listen. What emotions are going on with that?
Well, I mean, cause like that's kind of her personality. Like she's
Mhm.
very just kind of she focuses on what she wants, and I
Mhm.
mean, not that she's really always been very selfish, cause she, she's my sister and she is really loving, but it just kind of reminds me like we would bicker when we were when we lived at home with our dad, like, and that was just kind of our personality, cause we are two different personalities, and
Right, right.
but it was comical at times, and that's I guess what I miss. I miss that just easygoing, just back and forth relationship that we had.
Okay, so um, you right now with the relationship with your sister, because you guys transitioned to college, and this is your first year, your first semester, and your sister is kind of going off doing her own thing, doing what she usually does, which is focus on what she wants and what she wants to do, and she's not really hearing you and how you feel, and she's not really listening to how this separation between the two of you is affecting you,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
So you want her to understand where you are.
Yeah, I want her to just stop for a second and actually think about how her actions are affecting me.
Mhm.
Because I always think about her, but I don't always feel like that is reciprocated, I guess. And I just wish she would, stop for a second. 'Cause she's like, ever since we got to college, it's been going from one thing to the next. And,
Mhm.
I know she wants, her freedom, I guess. But I don't. I just, yeah. So that's been really hard. And I know, like, she has her new friends at college. And I don't know if they're the best influences on her either. And she won't listen to me about that. And it's hard because, she just keeps saying that I should just focus on me and what I'm doing. But for so long, so much of what I was doing was enwrapped in what she was doing.
Right.
And it's hard to see that it was so easy for her to just drop me almost, and in such a short time. And here I am trying to struggle with kind of letting her do her own thing.
Mhm.
So,
I can see that you care very much about your sister's safety. That means a lot to you.
oh yeah, I mean, she's the most important person to me. She's my best friend and my sister.
I can see that means a lot to you, to make sure that she's not, that she's safe, and that the company she keeps is, helping build who she is. I can see that means a lot to you.
Right, and I don't think she has those kind of friends right now, because her one friend, I know they're going to parties and they're doing stuff that they shouldn't,
Mhm.
and that really concerns me. And I don't think that she'd be doing those things if she wasn't with her, her friend, who I don't think is that great of a friend.
Okay. So in this separation, I can sense that there's a lot of fear for what's going to happen to your sister.
Mhm.
There's a lot of fear, not just with the friends that she's keeping, but there's a lot of fear of what she may be doing to herself, even the damage that she may be causing to herself, and that's concerning you.
Yeah, it's really concerning, just because I used to be the one that would look out for her, and now that she really doesn't want me around her when she's with her friends, it worries me about who's looking out for her if I'm not,
Mhm.
because we always looked out for each other.
Right.
And I don't know if her friends are always going to be the ones looking out for her,
Mhm.
and something bad might happen to her, and what's going to happen then? Who's going to make sure she's okay?
Mhm.
And I don't think she's really thinking that far ahead, because I think she's in this mentality that nothing bad's going to happen, that she's untouchable, but I just don't think that's accurate.
I can sense a lot of care and concern when it comes to your family, and I can tell that that's something that you value, and that even with this transition, with you guys being in college, that you are trying to look out for her the way that you did when you guys were younger, and it was just you two and your dad. I can see that you are still trying to maintain that relationship between the two of you guys, that kept each other safe. I can tell that safety is something that you value, not just when it comes to yourself, but when it comes to your sister, and you value making sure that she's safe. That I see that you have taken on that responsibility even within yourself to make sure that she's safe.